Joanne and I have found as a real estate team are two realtors who come together and are 50-50 partners, and they're equal partners, oftentimes. But we do this on every single transaction, regardless of who brings the client in or who closes the transaction. We share, so you have a point realtor and a support realtor. Because oftentimes you see people who will team up on a listing or team up with a buyer, and then they go their separate ways after the transaction. But Joanne and I are a team from the first transaction to the last transaction. And that's really, in our mind, what a true team is.
Choosing a teammate can be a difficult task to undertake. I think a deep self-awareness of your own strengths and weaknesses is a good place to start. You may want to take a Myers-Briggs test, a DISC assessment, use the Enneagram, any of those business tools for helping you to find out more about yourself. And then once you have that under wraps, what you can do is you can start looking for somebody who has a complementary skill set and a complementary personality to yours. I wouldn't be afraid to engage the help of a business coach to help you interview and meet with these people and decide what's the best fit for you and the team that you envision putting together.
The benefits of working on a team have a lot to do with lifestyle. And this is going back to what Joanne said about having a business coach, is thinking about your visions. What are your life visions? Where do you see yourself in 5, 10, 15 years? Because starting a team is really about lifestyle, being able to be there for your kids' soccer games, their first communions, being there for your wife, being there with your pets, and your hobbies. We all have hobbies and passions that we love. And having a team allows you to have a person in your life, in your business life, that you know, you like, and you trust. Someone that can be there for you. And it also is the sum of, when you have, all of a sudden you hear 1 + 1 is 2. Well, with a team, 1 + 1 is 4. When you get two heads working together, you can accomplish much, much more business. So you can exponentially become more profitable more quickly. So in the impetus of starting a team is twofold: better lifestyle and more money. And that's really what has drawn Joanne and I to the team, and what has kept us together now for 8 years and many years ahead of us.
When you start working in a team, there are plenty of challenges that present themselves. You've already taken the time to choose somebody who has the same moral and ethical standards that you do, but practically from day to day, you're going to run into some challenges. Some of those challenges are, you're both doing the same thing at the same time by accident because you haven't figured out that level of communication. Or some of the other challenges are, how do people communicate with you, and how do you respond to that communication that comes into the team as an entity and not necessarily to Tom or myself. And those challenges can mostly be overcome by putting systems in place, deciding how you want to structure your business, how you want to respond to inquiries will help make your transition through the transactions seamlessly. You're never going to have a point where you don't meet challenges. That's part of the fun of this business. But knowing how to deal with them ahead of time and having a plan in place for when these challenges arise is how you're going to best solve any problem.
Well, as Joanne had said earlier, self-awareness is important in this journey of finding a teammate. So where you can find teammates, oftentimes people will look within their own office if they have a larger office. I think a great arena is transactionally. As you do deals with agents in your community, you may hit it off really well with them. That could potentially be a place. But another great place is through our Realtor Association. We have the unique opportunity to come together to serve on committees, to come to networking events, the MAR conference, in classes. I've learned so much taking GRI classes and CRS classes, and I've met some wonderful agents. People there that I really connect with, where there's a possibility to form that team. Realtors, as realtors, we have built this business. We work for a company, but then we have our own independent businesses. And we've invested a lot of time and energy, and teaming up with someone is an important and it's a big step. So you want to take your time with that, and don't be concerned if it takes you 3 to 6 months to formulate that team before you start it. So it's all about really getting in front of other great realtors and having the opportunity to bring that team together.